Hello there! I'm Kirsten, and this is going to be an introduction to a new series called K-Rose Crazy Kitchen. Now, a little intro on me. I am a PhD student here at Purdue, studying aquaculture, and I'm also working on a master's at the same time in agricultural economics. Crazy, I know. We'll see how that goes. We'll see if I survive or not. I also started a nonprofit with my parents called Ag Inno Institute, and you can see the link somewhere down below, yeah, about there or so. And our nonprofit seeks to use the latest research and scientific knowledge, including what we're doing in Guatemala and at Purdue, to be able to bring the latest research and techniques and ideas to people in developing countries so that they can increase their food security and their economic livelihoods. This might be introducing new techniques like fish farming or aquaculture. It might be incorporating new varieties of the currently used crops like maize or soybeans or black beans. And these varieties might be drought resistant, they might be disease resistant, they might be able to produce a greater amount of yield. It depends on what they need. Also, we might be introducing new different types of vegetables and fruits and other types of crops. And we might be introducing a more unique product, a new type of livestock, I would say. And that would be insects, or entomophagy, the eating of insects. You might be asking, why insects? Oh, that's gross. You try to kill them and get that roach out of your house and those ants crawling on your bed. No, insects are really great because they're high in protein. They have all of the essential amino acids that you need. They are very sustainable, and they require very little space, water, and resources. You don't have to grow crops just to feed them. You can just use food waste that's clean and sanitary to feed them. So they're actually our natural recyclers, if you want to call them. So you might be asking, how are we going to get them to eat insects? Well, if you think about it, that crab or that lobster tail that you splurged on when you got your new paycheck, well, that is more closely related to insects than that spider that's in the corner of your room right now. However, if you're introducing new foods and new techniques, the people need to know how to make it. They need to be able to know how to introduce it into their daily diets, into their daily routines. For that, you need to have recipes or ways to incorporate the new additions into what they're already eating, rather than just completely changing the recipes. That's very difficult for someone who has a selective palate and is limited in her cooking skills to be able to demonstrate for other people these new techniques and new ideas. If I'm not willing to eat what I'm trying to get other people to eat, that's pretty rude, I would say. That's pretty rude and disrespectful. So, with this selective palate of mine, which one of my friends relatively recently thought that I only ate chicken tenders and occasionally pancakes. Now she has learned that I do eat more. I eat hamburgers and french fries and pizza, things like that. But and another friend in college thought, I was so surprised that I had never had pie or a PB&J sandwich before. So these are small examples of my pickiness, though I dislike that term. And I also have very limited cooking skills. The limits of my cooking are generally spaghetti or hamburgers on the Foreman countertop grill. At most, I can saute some green beans and carrots and some olive oil in a pan, but that's my limit. So, what we're gonna do on this show is we're gonna enter the kitchen, and I'm gonna cook and eat new foods. This picky eater is going to be able to show you some interesting expressions, since she has a very sensitive palate towards spiciness and bitterness and so on. So get ready for that. There might be some scientific facts thrown in, so hopefully you like educational parts. And there might be some dad jokes involved, because who doesn't love dad jokes? And last but not least, there'll also be some updates on development work in other countries globally, just in general, and also what our nonprofit, Ag Inno, see link below, is doing, just to keep you up to date and to help you get to know more about what's being done for global food security in the future. So thank you for joining me for this intro, and get ready for Kirsten's Crazy Kitchen.